You see on its star power how it certainly churned on the way back up, but where an ancient comes to force, we'll see if they're more than their money's worth in some of that individual play, where it's honestly been quite of a competition to see both of these squads getting on the way back in. But it's star performances by Dia, and you see that how it carries on the way back, and it's getting info that's onto the CT side. So it's the rhythm that they got to tap into early. So we'll put this down into the beat, and I think I got another voice in my head too. Momentarily, Dooley's up to spar, and Peeping won't let Carson get too far on either of those guns. Thankfully, still online on Fang, but there's going to be nothing right here dipping into the A site to go just yet. It's that flash to go long range, and Fang from that same front is going to be put down, but cut down right out of the back of the bomb site. It's Dia that's going to have to dare to go and try and get this thing down, but it is Nouns that are awfully devastating when they hit A, when they have revenge on the line. They want to go 1-1. Right before on the A stream, we saw Audic 2-0 onto the Swingers. Nouns want to be in their own retrospect tonight. We'll see if getting info get up with any sort of thought into the force buy. However, seeing with all 5 USPs, this is not going to be the goal. 2 of these MAC 10s are going to have a big day to farm. Peeping to go, keeping crawling.
Oh. Oh, able to find Fang. Nothing too interesting going to be happening with these USPs, at least just for now, but a full A stack from getting info. Could get dicey. Lots of damage coming back out from everyone. Dia able to see these shadows, just waiting for them to peek out. Got a little bit damage. Go towards Nouns. Fight another one of his own, and it's that nade that's going to end it all, along with the Galil. Nouns able to find this one, and now a little bit of an easy one, I would say. Hello, Marky, I'm back. My PC decided to die.
It's good to have you here. You know, we have technical pauses here and around, and in the Counter-Strike world, you know, but we held it down on your end. We got the second caster in the ring. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy I'm finally here because I love Ancient. This is such a good map. I feel like it really took Overpass's spot on a difficulty level of maps to learn together as a team. Now getting info, looks like they really forced into these rifles, not much utility on their end, and Nouns are just taking this in stride, making their way up towards this B site. Carson not able to find a head. Lots of damage. Marky! Where is Marky? Where is he?
This is insane because they track him right at the end of this pillar. It's Marky with the 4K, and he takes it into his own will and comes out on the other side with 4 kills. That is absolutely ridiculous for getting info who were completely boxed out of that site. Both of those first players took fights and went down with nothing to save for it.
It's always a fun thing when you're a site anchor and they finally hit the site and you're able to hold it down. Like, that is such not an ego boost in a bad way, but that's an ego boost, and that's a run boost for Fang, going over to Shelf so quickly, able to get all this information. But Nouns, they're on their way towards A. The flashes are called, CTs are found, and they're getting smoked out ASAP. Cryptic is getting hungry for this.
Oh, man.
Oh,
they may have lost him in all this speed and all this chaos. It's Fang that is going to get caught. Classy in the bomb site. Had some clean entries on that last fight, but now it's Shane that is not done, not satisfied. And just looking to bend this corner, and they should not be expecting him at this pace. Could have seen a back turn onto Rush, but Shane should not be this far into the site, and he feels that uncomfortable for it. But Dia gets this one kill down, and now he shows his hand, throws out the smoke. Marky with a second kill, could be a third onto Rush, but it's not, and a second smoke onto the bomb. Rush got to find this player, has a fight to win onto Dia. Marky holding down the defuse, and just barely caught by Cryptic.
That felt like a getting info round. Like, you said he was so pushed up, but that was a push-up ready to get that round started, ready to get that round taken away from Nouns. But all in all, it's going back over. The rifle's not staying in the hands for getting info for that long. It's just upgraded pistols for them. And a MAC-10 still sitting over on Nouns. Their money not in a great spot quite just yet after that round reset. Just have to see what you can do with some deagles and peeping. Oh my gosh, he's so close to the smoke.
This is the one outlier, the man to just stir the pot here, or maybe get caught. Fang seemed to sense, but that MAC-10 not gonna really leave room to breathe. It's now the next phase of this A hit, and Donut gonna be whipped off it. Rush, Junior, easy entries, and it's so dang clean. Only Marky alive, and not for long. It's Nouns. They bowl down the lane, and Rush hits 3 strikes.
Man, I love this map.
Man,
Are you an ancient enjoyer? Man,
I mean, much like the wildlife on this map. It's grown. It's grown on me. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed its second life. I think that you talk about its role in the map pool, you know, maybe suggesting it's like take a dip into Overpass. I think that, like, you know, in different phases, you know, we've obviously seen more maps come out for some time. It's found a very nice notion, and I think brought in some very consistent play to the pool. And honestly, it's become one of my favorites. I'm right there with you.
What are we getting mills in the map pool?
Okay, now you're on the mainstream. You're doing this.
Basalt of office.
Untextured Tuscan.
What's the one that's like pirate themed?
Now that's
Mutiny.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's gonna be
could use more pirate themed maps and less green maps. That could be a good notion to carry forward.
We played multiple 10-mans on Mutiny.
I like any bomb site, any map that is nobody on it. They walk into a free site right now, and they don't see a soul.
They just double push Donut into mid, trying to get info. Did not work out. Carson trying to enter back in, but peeping around the way. Able to find him. Looks like they still want to go for this. Still want this. Dia is getting very, very close. Could be able to catch Junior on a timing, but Fang's going to clear it up for him.
Two back to back. They don't have any stopping utility for this. It's the flash. It's an opportunity that was served up by Rush, but nothing taken on that engagement. Rush put up to a very, very good effort here at the beginning of Ancient. 9 kills, and with the newest member of Nouns, Glacia, shares 16 frags. Glacia's got 7 of them.
Nom nom nom.
See, that's why we made him the player to watch. We knew that this guy had more, and you saw him go up to a pretty good first half, but on that CT side, it was Nouns that struggled large. So it's good that they're getting up on their offense at the moment. A half buy back in by getting info.
I see a CZ. I see
and
a
I
CZ.
smile, and I smile.
You smile
yes!
at that? Oh,
yes! That is what I'm talking about. And what, Apples? And what? The opening kill by Fang on the CZ.
You know, I think my PC just blue screened once again. I'm sorry. You're going to have to catch the rest of this round.
It may be getting thrown back at them now. Oh, no! This man is fearless! Peeping with the trade from beyond the grave. They better have another incendiary, because boy, does trouble lurk ahead. Dia has to go ahead. He has to get in front of that. And Rush is going to find that clip, but there was a bit of an inkling as to more, and Junior just found such a difficult kill. That could have gone south so easily, and right now it's sort of very even posture. Junior's in the red, similarly to Shane, Fang, and Rush full HP. This ought to be a brawl.
They're running towards it. They don't even want the AKs. They want this round win. No save. Shane going straight through that smoke, able to catch them. 2 HP. Still sitting around, trying to clear them out. They have to both be a main. Rush takes care of Fang, and Shane, what's the plan, bud? You can hear him jumping around over in Donut. They're just waiting. Rush at 2 health as well. They'll fake the tap. Looking for the head. Oh my god. Shane's able to find it. Junior's so low, but he peeks the wrong angle. Nouns find another round win just by the skin of their teeth this time. And honestly, 5-7s make it so interesting with how Getting Info has been playing with them, especially on Dust 2 as well. I feel like even with the tight corners on this map, you're getting into a lot more interesting spots.
Yeah, 5-7 in our 1cc BT dubs, but
Okay.
four kills were the damage. I'm right there with you. I mean, a pretty successful round for Getting Info, regardless of them actually getting out on the worst end of that. But I think they have their best buy of the half so far.
Oh, yeah. You say that, but, like, so little utility. Just enough to break them through. They have to be very careful with it.
That was their only incendiary that was just thrown down in the bottom middle just now.
Down into the smoke as well.
Ooh. Dia, meanwhile, trades in, peeping, grabs Classia out of the situation. Cryptic tempted to spam, and that's Shane taunting on the other side.
Taking a pause, taking a wait here. Know the location of the op. They have to end B unless they want to go fight with that.
I don't really expect Getting Info to get giddy in a big way. It's advanced positioning. It's Marky that wants to find a nice line to try and stand in the cut confidently, get one frag. That is all that he needs. And goodness gracious, Rush has been just so on tonight. Gets his 12th frag in 8th rounds. And right now, it's the young IGL that is just going to back up the major winner. Has to land the trade and won't. It's Fang that goes down, but the bomb has hit the pavement right there in the cave. So it's Shane that holds a fine line. Just going to be stunned by Junior. And right now, it is Dia that is online with the AWP. 25 seconds left and Race to Witch Mountain. It might be Dia that meets him back in middle, but he knows that he has to get into the true lane all the way back to A. Junior, bomb in hand, and you are not going to be ready to stand. He goes down, and it's Dia that wins a huge 1v1 for Getting Info.
Yeah, great round there. I like the idea of running A, but I feel like some kind of fake could have changed it. Could have made Dia run off that. But from what we saw from Dia over on Dust 2, he is not one to get tricked into simple things. He hears you running away. He's going to go and take that sight line. He got a kit on sight for one of his teammates. Could have made it easy for him. Now it's still looking good in their economy. Still have the AKs.
Do they just go right here? As soon as this molly fades, they go. But it's that flash right up for Shane. He wants to go in the peak. He is screaming right now that they're hitting this B site, and it's heavy. They get him out in a very nice fashion. Dia, he looks intimidated to get into this back lane. Nouns having a little bit of trouble getting the bomb down until this very moment, but
what a nade.
Yeah, that's like 40 damage. That's huge. Good thing they got mollies deep, but that's the last one.
Very soon, Getting Info, they're going to start pushing this, and it looks like they're also going to start pushing T-Spawn. Are they running away? No, they're running to T-Spawn. Junior, through the smoke, able to catch Marky. This is interesting from the CCs. They're saving a T-Spawn, at least going to try and take something out of the hands out of Nouns. But what an answer back from Nouns. A quick entry onto the site, and it felt like it could have been taken back from Getting Info. They were all there. They were all in cave. They were naded, though. They were smoked, though. They got scared. They were afraid of taking the weapons out of their own hands. Wanted to keep that op, wanted to keep those M4s, and now they're going to be able to drop for their teammates.
haven't been too active down the ramp themselves. Just having to really kind of align themselves with the tempo that getting info of laid. They have full belts this time. Enough to work and really try and contest here with Nouns. Keeping holding close. As Fang just teases all the way through, but he floats out back into space.
That's funny. I like that.
Haha. But he's no longer the astronaut. Oop.
It's me
Thank
laughing
you.
for your joke.
Courtesy laugh.
No, it was pretty funny.
Thank you.
I don't know why I did it like that.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
Thanks.
Because we have a pretty good round to watch. No need to be sorry just yet.
I'm gonna want to start getting onto the site. Nice
Oh boy.
pop flash. I think Marky was able to get away from it, but Cryptic finding that kill first. Not gonna get traded. Getting info, just staying on site, staying silent, making them think that they can just walk on here. But Cryptic's still wary of this. Getting info, starting to rotate in as well. Fang gonna start activating in mid. Could take care of a couple of players that are just lurking behind. Flash goes in. Dia getting flashed off the angle, not going to be able to hit that shot, and that is the call to rotate around. Fang is here, though.
With the A4 just tucked right into this corner. Let's see how Fang will howl. It's just one Glacia instant trade. Clean side for the bomb to go down. But an instant fight, an instant flash. And Glacia is going to be met. These MP9s, they're going to be right at the neck. And Carson is responsible for 2 of them. But they're not done putting the pressure on yet. It's Peeping that's going to be immediately on par. And it's Carson with the 3K. And Junior in from the back line. Dia trying to find the bomb. But not taking the kill onto Carson. Junior lets it all go. Now stabbing, but too late. He's going to be getting the op in, but just letting one drop to the floor.
It's those kind of things. You think that the player that just hit the defusal is the one looking around. Unfortunate for Junior is to still be able to save the op over to their side. They're going to be able to rebuy here, but what a good retake. What a good double with the MP9 from Marky as well. Or no, that was Carson. Was it Carson? Yeah.
Was Carson. It was on one kill in this half until he pops off with that 3K. Puts them on notice. Junior. We resume. Dia looks down range, and he has got a great putt to the green. Not done yet. Wants to sink another and maybe goes deeper. Not satisfied with that angle, but he knows there's so much more out here to hunt. He's looking. He is just thirsty for it. Knows that these nades, they're raining through. Smoke that blooms. And Glacia, he is going to be free pickings.
They'll find another, but they're not slowing down. Russian Cryptic, they want to get up here. They want to get on the site. Shane gets it blinded, does get traded. But still, everyone is here. They have control of the bomb. Don't know the Marky's right around this corner. He sees the shadow, but the MP9 reigns supreme. A little bit more. Cryptic gets downed.
Beautiful work. Out from this B defense. They go heavy in the set with 3. It's Dia that delivers 2 kills. Marky from Cave. And we've said that sentence before. Round 12 is where getting info look to meet us at a 7-5. That would be satisfactory for this CT side.
Be yummy. Nom, 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 nom.
I mean, I really feel like you do get there. I think that everything's kind of leaning the way, right? I think I referred to the discussion, everybody kind of acknowledging that things have been a little bit more T-sided. We have the stats to back it up, right? This isn't rocket science. And I remind you again that it was Nouns that, well, fell flat on their faces in the second half of Dust 2 when presented with that defense. So, considering the context, getting info or getting along just fine, and the parts of it are heating up when they seemingly need to.
Broken by here just for Cryptic. rifles on the rest of the Nouns, and they're looking towards a familiar sight, this A site. Been a lot of trouble, but a lot of victories for them so far. Might as well try it one more time. Carson waiting on this angle. Looks like Nouns, they're being very particular about where they're going to be putting their shadows. Nice flash out. Lots of damage, but Fang is taking care of the donut peaks. Able to get 2. Does get traded out. 3v3. They have the sight. CTs are right there, though.
Oh, and Rush just stamps her right in front of the spam. How to get in top of the crawl. Marquis with a huge kill. That's in the back hall. And now Junior, 1 versus 3. Up from main. Marquis, he's just slipped the net with the smoke right down. It is Shane onto the bomb. And Junior, he's got to make the play. Junior upon it, but he can't land the spam. It's getting info that hike back to a 7-5 finish. It's their 5th. That is that much better here at the 12th round. But heating up, they can just cool off. In a 3-minute break, we head into the halftime, so don't go far.
My brain. There's no time to play. Climb out the sheets, find the jeans from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter. Commute into the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for away. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching to find where I wonder how. Saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time? Stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
You look like a child. Well, thank you very much, Johnson. I've been very lucky down here. Feeling better than I did up north.
Collars itching, faces twitching, another cup of joe and I'm fine. Come 5, I can burn a fresh dime. Lifting up the burdens, putting weight on my mind. Bet if I didn't chase that and embrace distractions, master my lack of faith and break through. Faded from color, reaching to find where I wonder how. Saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time? Stuck in the backseat and told to drive. I'm holding out as I fight. I feel my colors wash away. Been finding my ground in the light of the hours I can't claim. 'Cause in time I restore my complexion and find that I left my distractions behind. In the meantime, I blindfold my pride and keep hold of my time like it's gold. Faded from color, reaching to find where I wonder how. Saying it'll all be fine. Why you sit around and waste your time? From color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
7-5 half, but barely Nouns were holding on at the end there, getting info, squeak out a couple, and just find themselves with the energy back to prove that they can do it on Ancient. They want to spoil Nouns' fun tonight, and a pistol that they looked into in the second half of Dust 2 made the difference, Apples. Does it right now?
Always does. Pistols can change the game completely, especially on CT side if you're able to get that. But oh my god, what a dink to start it off. The dualies only answering for 1. Cryptic left alone pretty quickly. This
Yeah,
B-side defense has just fallen.
This is quite a result. Put up in the pistol right here. Who's saying the Cryptic can't do it, though? Armor in the dualies. Arm to the teeth. And he's going to be trying to cut these up at a flank and actually sees it. Gets that kill onto Carson. However, getting info, they pull within 1.
That's still 1. That's all you can really get with dualies these days. If you're not a believer. Are you a dualies believer?
Oh my god, yes. 100%. Put me top hut with some dualies, ain't nothing getting through. I might whiff all 30 of my bullets, but I'll die trying. Speaking of upgraded pistols, right? You saw more of those out of getting info. When they survived that pistol round, they ended up being more successful, being a little bit awkward, humorous up for that frag. Person on the other side is taking care of beeswax. He's got 2. Swaps the USP, goes GoldenEye, but gets kept for it.
Got hungry for it. Cryptic only going to be getting 1. Peeping, though, with that picked up MAC-10. Able to get a little bit of cash, a little bit of money from that kill. Maybe even another one. That's a nice pickup. That's a Galil that you don't have to buy in the next round. Do you think he goes for this? If he had a kid?
Oh, peeping, oh, peeping.
No.
Go for it anyway.
Go have fun.
10-second defuse. He'll give a consideration to some damage here. But he's awfully, awfully close. And you know peeping, when he shows up, you know he's going to show respect. Smoke in hand. Plop onto the bomb. One tap attempted. And he is going to be getting off of that. It's the respect given. Nade that's going to be brought open by Marky. And they know his tricks. Dia knows them so intimately. They bring themselves to a tie game through familiar routes and take advantage of familiar foe.
Something I like from getting info is that they really don't disparage the MAC-10s. They keep them in their economy. They drop them to their teammates that are a little bit less for wear with money. So they're not wasting money on just upgrading to AKs. And that may seem a little basic, but I see a lot of teams do that.
We live in a world.
We live in a world where you just don't use your MAC-10 through
We
cave.
live in a world where people only use MP9s. You know what I'm talking about? Don't need to
Not anymore.
say any more than that. Carson,
The
huge opening
FAMAS is
kill.
so much better.
People will start to understand soon. But I believe it's peeping that was that only saved gun over, that has gone out. Spam that doesn't land on the way through, but boy is Dia close. Goodness gracious me. Okay, okay, rush, rush, rush. Don't stand there.
Oh my
Don't stand
God.
there.
I mean,
He just panicked. He thought that was an HE.
he's
I would too.
terrified. Every bit of utility there. That's like a very tricky spot to be in.
Oh, it's the op
but
on
even
A.
even trickier, Junior. That's a nice pick. That's a nice find. That's leveling out the playing field. Slowly walking away from that site, not wanting to dance with it quite yet as a solo player.
He has to stand and get 1 here.
Mm-hmm.
That is the job
Ooh.
description, and he unfortunately can't open shop. Bomb goes down, and bit of a Molotov right into the middle of this side, so Classia, Cryptic, they want to give it the respect. They are trying so hard, trying to work it right into their stance, but it's Rush that just got clipped with that Sam before, and he just went down.
Did you know that the MP9 used to have the second best jumping accuracy in the game?
Oh my goodness, Rush could have lined up there. Yeah, recently I was playing in a, there was a show match that a couple of NACS gamers got into.
Yeah, thanks for the invite, by the way.
I didn't put it together myself, but I would definitely pick you on my team next time. We had
pretty cool.
me and Spud from LAG pulled out the old, like, overpass graffiti boost where the guy just jumps on top of his head with an MP9 and gets a kill in short. It's the little things I miss about Overpass.
I miss Overpass so much. Can't play it now. You have to have a full stack to be able to play it. Everyone used to know the smokes, but Nouns getting aggressive in B lane. They have so much space here on the other side of the smoke with these 5-7s. Patrolling the area back and forth.
Clear, all good.
All good. Oh, clear. Rotate B.
They're
Rotate
operating
A.
like mall police.
They are, but the bomb has not moved here from B main. They're trying to fake a little bit over towards this A site. Nouns, they've bitten. They have 3 players there, and it looks like maybe Peeping wants to make their way over there, but still nothing sounding out alarms quite yet for getting info. No kills, and they're afraid of what they're going to walk into.
Oh, rush up close. Gonna have to take this. That's one out of the shot. They don't have a second flash here, but they don't know about Peeping either. Double trouble on this side, and they've got it down right here. They're gonna punish with these. And the Youngblood, he continues on the terror, but here goes Fang. 40 seconds left to try and just relay disaster. But I gotta say, it looks like the damage is done. Glacia right up and behind. What the hell is that from Fang? The whip shot onto Glacia.
Oh, and the flash to ramp. So now Cryptic and Junior, they're both looking towards Shelf. They've completely pushed down B ramp. Smoke on the bomb, but Fang is right behind them. Could be able to get at least one here, but this would be a clutch to call.
Yeah, 6 seconds? No way. You just gotta stay in
he's
that
gonna
smoke.
die. He's gonna die. Oh, he misses him.
Is that? It's got to be briefly after time as well.
I think so.
Looking at, I don't know that I'm too confident to call that. However, the bank account is going to be definitely missing it. Fang. Oh boy. Tactical timeout. You're gonna have to use that for sure. That was a very big punishment that just came into spread.
Absolutely. We talked about it time and time again, but the 5-7 is just such an incredible weapon to be using on the CT side.
B stream alert. B stream alert. We have our second 13-0 in Challenger League tonight. I know we had one just on the other end of the Red Candid series in South America, but it was NRG that put on a very good one against In Control, and that Dust 2 finished 13-0. That's one of NRG's best, and I know that's actually one that In Control Season 2 as well. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. All good regain.
All good regain.
That's what they say. I just did air quotes. You can't see me, but believe it. Oh, goodness gracious. They're not going to believe how close getting info are right now. Oh, it's Cryptic. That's just the shot away from death. And Marky, he just continues to go. He's going to get rushed right out of things. Bomb did not go down, and it's Junior that goes back to back. All that's left is Dia and Carson to pick up the pieces, and that is going to take some time.
Time they have. They have a whole minute left on the clock. Just a molly to try and retake this. Carson? Oh, okay. All right. That's some teamwork there. Dia able to take that kill away from Carson. Spam through the box, trying to get Junior low, but he's already relocated over in cave.
Oh, so close.
Carson playing with it. Carson's playing with it. That nade. Oh, my gosh.
How is he alive? How is he alive? That's the question. Peeping. Not a question he wants to answer. And you know what? The only thing he gets back is bullets right through. Shells rain down onto a 9th on top of Nouns, where getting info would take the lead for the first time in the second half of Ancient.
We thought this was going to be neck and neck. I didn't think it'd be this neck and neck, back and forth trading. 4 spy rounds, trading ecos, not letting anyone really get a bank in this game. And it's That's really all that you can expect. Nouns going very aggressive with their mid util, the mid push, and getting info. They're making their way over towards A. Fang with a little bit of look, and Marky is going to find that opening kill. Rush down for the count over on this B site. Could call a couple more rotates on over as Claysia's in an awkward spot just with the 5-7 over in Donut.
Oh, Carson.
Yep.
On the lurk, separates. Knows Junior is going to have to make a difference, but peeping right now. Can't go and put up a mysterious Carson MP9 3K out of CT.
Not today.
I wouldn't expect to see that twice, however. Though it's going to be 10 rounds. That is found first. We can say it again by this getting info side. And, I mean, if I had to put words to this, this is essentially like a map pick that Nouns get, right? And right now, getting info in the back end are just looking like the better team. Splitting the difference by hairs, and it just slowly adds up.
Oh my gosh, another 5-7 round. Tack pulled out for the side of getting info, and honestly, just take a breath. It's getting late, Marky.
'Tis getting late. Anyone up for overtime? Is it just me? But 5-7s may take us closer to a tie. I'm always up for a little bit of chaos, especially where, look, Apples, can I convince you to overtime if we can get an adrenaline-pumping 5-7 round that just
you are. I'm convinced for overtime. I would love some overtime.
I can tell you anything with 5-7 frags lined in the detail, because at this point, we need it for Nouns. Sell me the pen joke. Write your name with it.
Pen joke?
What, you never seen Wolf of Wall Street, dude?
No, I actually haven't. I've always wanted to.
Weren't you like 24?
When it came out, I was a child. Anyways, 5-7's reign supreme. A nice double from Cryptic, and that's an AK picked up for the side of Nouns. Fang is very wary of this push.
No!
Oh my god, the timing! Oh, whoa, what a push. What a timing spot for Claysia. Now Carson and Dia have to pick this round up. I don't know if the Legos are all there to make a full thing for them. Cryptic's on a tear. What a round.
Goodness gracious. Dia 1v4. Yeah, stash this thing away, man. Put that away.
Get that away from me.
What a way to do it. All right, come on.
Okay. Oh.
Yo, he got it.
Got it.
Let's go. Junior found it in the green. Yeah, they had an audible cue as to where exactly that went. And I will acknowledge it before we do forget. Man, I don't know what Fang did to deserve such a horrible timing like that. He gets so punished and is definitely going to feel a little bit of frustration from that. But no time like the present to just clear your head. It's round 20 and point at which Nouns want to bring it to a tied game, but also bring your bank down to its knees.
That's an opener. That's a start for peeping. Nouns are on it. Carson, getting close. Cryptic still answering back as his AK picked up from the last round. The cards are in Nouns' hands.
They're so low on getting info at the moment. Junior sits with a full belt. An HE that you just think could be so daunting put out onto the field. But the lowest member, it's just going to be ripped out. Junior goes for a double out there with that scope. Gets his 19th kill. Steals the lead back from Rush. That's not the only thing that is stolen from the former major winner. It's his head plucked off by Marky as well. And maybe enough room to maneuver for a little bit more respect to take a fight or two on B. But I feel like that would be just delaying the inevitable. Marky sees into a 1v3, but also needs to grab the bomb back from right around Cave, where a young Tony Classy is waiting to strike.
He's worried about clearing out Cave. All eyes down mid. Who spots him? He gets out just in time. He's able to pick up the bomb. He could get the plant here. That is money in the bank for his team. Depends on how quickly Cryptic's able to rotate in. Just like you said, delaying the inevitable.
Nothing, yeah.
This would be, oh yeah.
But honestly, at this point, probably going to give them a lot more life than we probably kind of insinuated to get. A tied game right now. Through 20, we are still undecided. But right here, honestly, that bomb plant is the difference between a Glock round and what's going to be a proper half buy with Tech 9s.
You know? Oh, actually, Mac 10.
Oh?
Quick into cave.
I'm thinking that same call. They
Quick
need to
indicator.
humble Cryptic.
Yeah.
Off of those
he has
5.7s,
been-
they've got pistols for themselves. They go heavy into middle.
They're going mid. This could be a good donut move, but PP and Glacia, they are not making them get any space here. Fang just trying his best to even get in, but Nouns, they have entered into the building. Tech 9, at least one kill offered over, and that's a double for Shane. What did he pick up? Picked up the bomb. He was a bit confused about that, it seemed.
Wasn't sure what would he find there. Former teammate spamming through on the other end, but it's Junior that just continues to put the pen down to paper and draws a 1-1 right next to it. Downs pull ahead in the lead. Just get 11 rounds on their CT side. We came in with worry, but honestly, Apples, they have answered into every single concern because the players that were struggling on that Dust 2 have stepped up. In rounds that they've had to go 2-2 and really work for it, they've stood up and done it. But right now, there's that bite back from getting info, and that's what kind of effort you expect here when the second seed plays the third seed.
Opener. Junior's good for it. Able to finally maybe find a second, and he does. Has to fall back, has to wait for his team to enter into the site. Glacia's picking it up as well and getting info. They're just walking into a blender. Fang able to find one, but honestly, not much off of that. Nouns able to find a match point. One more round separating them and then getting info. They need 2 rounds here to put it into OT. From where they're looking, it's not looking really bright.
What, from over there too? Yeah, I was just wondering. Here, the dang same. Classia's crew is looking like they are going to make do 12 rounds on this Ancient, and you know what? It would require that overtime and the way back up. We were to see this thing come back the way of getting info. But Classia just going to be relying on the split in these smokes, trying to punish on that same threat. Peeping strikes down from the top of B when Fang is trying to carry on with a little bit more speed, makes the difference in these 2 smokes, but now knows that he needs to play his hand. A deep smoke out on the game ender that Junior is going to try and get away from. Are they boxed in for one last hurrah? Cryptic to trying to separate the lane, but the troops are here for Nouns.
So is Junior over in CT. A molly just to keep the players in cave off of the bat. Yeah, able to pick up the rifle, but it's just time and time until it starts clicking down. Carson is in CT. Could be able to disrupt here, but he is taking his sweet time. Is able to at least separate one. That's Junior off of the gate. They're on the bomb, defusing a second kill. They're off of it. Nouns able to find their 13th round after an impressive first half start that Giddy Info have. And what a couple of last rounds we just saw from them.
What an effort that they put upon that Ancient to just stand up, puff their chest, and show when they're playing well, even